What's going on, everybody? My name's Jason, and as you might have guessed, this is Redfish Bluefish. This is the channel that examines art, nature, and science through the lens of the aquarist. I really appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with me. It's Friday. There's a lot of things that you could have chosen to do this Friday evening rather than, tune into some guy. We got a lot of people in here, and I've got some updates to share with you. We're going to do some unboxings. We're going to do some all kinds of cool stuff. Now, you guys might have noticed that my live streams, I like to open with the intro, and I like to do like a pre-recorded 5 to 7 minute kind of project update, sort of progress video. That's kind of my style. It's sort of my trademark. But I couldn't do one this time. See, I was scheduled to be downtown in Seattle working on some serious stuff, and at the last minute today, unfortunately, a major civil unrest kind of protest thing broke out, and we scrubbed it. So I was able to change things up, and I didn't expect to be here in the shop studio doing this broadcast, but here I am. So before we get started with unboxings and all kinds of updates that I usually like to do in the form of an intro video, let's do the top 10 early birds. Now, these are the first 10 people who were in chat way before the stream even started. We have a new first place placer. Sand Creek Aquatics 2. Amy, thank you so much for being here and clinching first place. From there, we have Anthony's Fishy Friends. Third, we have Aquarium Cop. Next, we have a very dear friend of mine, good friend of the channel, Alexander Williamson, The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. In fifth place, we have a guy who's been in first place for a long time, Dragon Lair. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Next, we have Muppet 929. Then we had Color Guppies. Then we had Daryl Deemer. Nice, Daryl. Thanks for coming by. Number 9, ninth place, a good buddy of mine, another good buddy of mine, Cichlids 23. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you coming by. And in 10th place, and certainly not least place, Chattanooga Ed. And I had scribbled down here at the bottom, almost was in 10th place. Another buddy of mine, Streetwise. So guys, if you weren't in the top 10, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for coming by and choosing to spend some time with me. Anyway, I am actually happy that forces came together and conspired and allowed me to be hanging out with you guys this evening. I really wanted to do part 3, which is exactly what this is. This is part 3 of the Redfish Bluefish Tropical Fish Shop / studio build. You can see behind me I have some tanks lit up, and I've made some progress. We're going to jump in there and kind of show you what I've done. I've been super busy with so many things, so I have not made quite as much progress as I would have liked to, but in lieu of amazing, mind-blowing progress, which is what we always shoot for here, I have some cool unboxing stuff. Not too much. I mean, it's not mind-blowing, but we're gonna do it together. I don't know. I haven't checked stuff. I've been so busy. I should have opened and checked stuff. I really haven't. So we're gonna do it together. So let me jump right in real quick, and actually let me switch over to that's better. Let me jump in here and do a little bit of a chat room administration before we get started. I keep up with my manners here. See if I missed anything. If you guys want to ask me a specific question, please remember to @Redfish Bluefish. It helps it kind of stand out in chat. And yeah. Disclaimer, I say it every time, I'm really bad with keeping up with chat. And I miss stuff, repeated questions, so I don't mean to. It looks like we're actually doing okay right now. Got a comment here from Chewy LTD with the natural room ambience. Yeah, there is a lot of echo in here. It's a large space. We've spoken about it. I think the first part one. I think we did. Part one, I said this is almost 1,000 square foot. It's almost 1,000 square foot place. So it's pretty large, and it's still largely empty. There's a lot more in here now than there used to be, but I think we're actually doing okay. We have a comment here that I almost missed from a really great friend of the channel, Fisheye on Tanktix. Fisheye on asks, what do I get for guessing you are opening a fish store? You know what? You did guess that. I remember that. I saw that it was a reply to a community post. It was a little fragment of a new logo I've been working on, and you haven't seen yet. And you guessed it, man. So you are definitely going to have to. We're going to have to reward you with something for sure. Fish on Tanktix for sure. You do get a reward. You know what? Go to my YouTube channel and click on that last tab. It's like contact or about or something like that. Shoot me an email, man. And we're going to work something out as we bring cool stuff in here, because you definitely nailed it. You nailed it early on. You knew, oh, this is a shop. There's a shop opening coming. Anyway, guys. Oh, we got a lot of, it looks like a, whoops, what's going on? Got a lot of comments rolling in here. I think I'm more or less caught up. We have a comment here from John Doe. I got this new light for free. It's for other kinds of plants. Was wondering if I can use it on my tank. Most likely you can. I mean, it would. A lot of it depends on, the wattage and how strong is it. If you've got a massively powerful light over a small tank or a shallow tank, that could be bad. Yeah, let me know. That's a comment from John Doe. Let me know, John Doe. If you can give me more information on the size of the light. Is it LED? Is it metal halide? Is it fluorescent? Something like that, because that all comes into kind of figuring out, is this way too much for what you have? I got a comment here from Tim Russell 338. This is Recon, still here for the fish shop update. Nice, man. Nice. I appreciate you coming by, Recon. By any name, Recon, Tim Russell 338, you're always welcome here, buddy. Appreciate it. A question here from Thoughts on Venezuelan Orange Cories. Yes, please. That's a comment from One Dirty Platty. Yes, please. John Doe here, it's a 900 watt. Oh, wow. It's a 900 watt red, white, and blue spec LED. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a lot of power. We'd have to have more information over what you're going to be putting that over. That's a lot of light. You gonna set that up over some kind of massive show tank or something? I mean, typically speaking, hopefully this will answer your question, because this can go really deep. Typically speaking, when it comes to plants, what plants like and what they'll do well with, plants are actually not terribly picky. They're going to do well with all kinds of light, as long as there's enough of it, and it's not, you're not blasting them with super long photo periods where they're, developing algae and that sort of thing. Most of these different lights, like it's not an LED or it's a this or it's a that or whatever, that's for our eyes, our eyes, the way that we look at a tank and the plants in there, we perceive it. Is that blue? Is that white? Is that what have you? That's actually a product of our horrible vision, our horrible perception of certain wavelengths. The human eye is not great at that sort of thing. So a lot of it, we can get really technical with this, but I think to answer your question is, if you're asking like what kind of light, RGB, red, green, blue, or red, white, blue, or whatever, plants aren't really going to care that too terribly much. Now you can get super nerdy and I've done this, and you can really dial your lights in big time and get plants to turn certain shades and do certain things that they normally wouldn't do. But typically speaking, you know, plants aren't terribly picky with, you know, like temperature of light, or, you know, is this 7,000 K versus 5,000 K? Oh, this is yellow and that's blue and that's, no. Plants typically don't care all that much. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Before we go any further, let me kick on some lights in here, and I'm going to show you some progress I've made. Normally I would do this in like a lead-in video, but this time we're gonna do it live. Give me 1 second. Let there be light, eh? Let me grab this. Hey, there we are. So, I have been making a good deal of progress. And by the way, when I've got this camera like this, I can't see any chat right now, so forgive me. But I've made a good deal of progress. I had some problems putting this together. Well, I'll just show you the progress on it. I'm pretty pumped up about it. Let me make sure that you guys can actually still hear me right now. Let me make sure. Yeah, we're still good to go. So I had monkeyed around with a microphone. I got one rigged up on this camera so I can move around and talk to you guys and film. And the microphone is right here in my hand. So that's nice. So guys, I finally got this put together. Let me flip the camera around and show you what's up. And there she is. This is a Hydrologic. It's rated to do 1,200 gallons per day. And I've been running her and testing her out, and she's great. Got it put together. Now, I guess if I had one complaint about anything, and maybe if you guys are looking to buy anything from Hydrologic, I would definitely recommend this product for sure. And it does have one thing. It's not so much a complaint, but it's just something you should be aware of. So this is the water in, right? This is just whatever water you have, whether it's well water or tap water. Maybe it's water in another container that you've got a pressurization pump and you're pumping it out of, whatever. But this white line with this pressure gauge on it is your input. This is your dirty or your wastewater, and this is your RO water, okay? Now, these are, I don't know if you can hear that. It's very, very rigid, I don't know, PVC-like stuff. It's pretty bendy. I mean, you can bend it. But where these go into these ports, if you've got this thing on and it's running, and for some reason you put a lot of tension on these lines, you bend them up or you bend them down or you bend them out while it's pressurized and running, you're going to get a lot of leakage from these. So this thing is fantastic. It's super high output. It's super efficient, very affordable compared to alternatives. But I will say one thing. You want to make sure that you are allowing these lines to come out, and you're not, if you need to bend them way up here where it's not, you can see these are largely straight, right? From here to about there, from there to about there, from there to there. You can bend them up here and it won't cause any leakage, but this thing is so high pressure, and I have really high water pressure here, that if you, kind of bend these out, it's going to expose, things, and you will have leakage. So that's kind of an update there. Got this thing put together, got it flushed out. It takes a long time to flush these guys out when they're new. I learned a long time ago you want to flush these just in case there's an excess of dust or anything weird. So that's done. Something else, I kind of searched around. I'm really picky with my hoses. I don't like really rigid, pain in the butt to work with hoses. So I found this. This is a really cool hose. I got a couple of them. You can see it's basically, it feels, I mean, it's rubber. It's some kind of rubber of some sort, but it's very, very soft and really pliable. But it doesn't get tangled at all. It's much, actually, when you pressurize this thing, you see how it's flat, so you can store it if you want. Really, really, you can wrap it up in a tiny, tiny ball if you want to. But it's much like a fireman's hose. So when you turn it on and it pressurizes, it kind of pops up. It pops up all the way around. So. I found several of these, and I've got it hooked up to this. This is what I attached to my, what do they call it, bib, my commercial bib, and I crank it on, and it just pressurizes. So my waist, you see this black line here. Like I said, this is waist. It just kind of wraps around here, and I've got it attached to this long hose. That I'm still working on. I need to get a much, much longer feed. I need to clean this up a little bit, but that's where the wastewater goes, and we just pipe it right out of here. So that's pretty cool. I've got that done, and I've tested it out. It's great. It's super fast. This thing, like I said, it makes 1,200 gallons per day. Now, it comes with 2 fittings. I'll tell you about this. This kind of orange, kind of red colored one. This is the lower waste one. I guess you could call it the more earth-friendly one. It puts out a 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 gallon of RO to 1 gallon of wastewater. The other one is much faster, much faster at making RO, but it makes twice the amount of waste. It's 2-to-1, 2 waste to 1 RO. And I didn't dig that. I don't want to be wasteful. And this thing is so fast anyways. I mean, whatever. I don't need that much speed, geez. So something else, and you guys are going to laugh about this. Actually, I have a couple funny things to tell you this live stream. So I got this lid, and I took it off, right? And the reason why I bought this bilge pump here is because these 6-inch openings, right here that I'm tapping on, this internet blog posting and a bunch of other information I saw said these bilge pumps are awesome for IBCs, 275s, 330s, whatever, because they're 6-inch and they fit right in the opening. Well, yeah, they're 6-inch measured that way, right? But not that way, because there's this ridge that comes out. You can clearly see. So I went to put this in, and I went, oh dear, there's no way this is going to go in. So I had to slightly modify this. Here, let me move this out of the way. Sorry, this is the RO output. I had to slightly modify this by taking a chunk out of it. But I was able to cut down with this Dremel. I don't know if you guys know what a Dremel is. A Dremel can cut through anything. I have a bunch of them. Just like, just carved it out like no time flat. And now we fit. No problem. I'm not going to put it down in there right now because I don't want to. But that is progress on our water plant, actually. I mean, that's kind of it. Keep it simple, keep it straightforward, keep it super fast and efficient, really easy to maintain and take care of. So that's an update there, guys. Let me flip this camera around and go back and check some chat. Hey, there we are. Goodness gracious, guys. Goodness gracious. Guys and gals, sorry for the shaky shake. Shaky shake, the old shake and bake. Whatever. Okay. Okay, we're set up here. Looks like we got a comment from Cichlids23. It's the first thing that stands out in bold red because my buddy Cichlids23 used the old @redfish bluefish. Sorry to kind of underscore that, but it really helps things stand out. You in Lionborough, wastewater comes out about 6-to-1 ratio. Yeah. Those really affordable little RO units. They're great. They're really affordable, but man, wastewater to RO is like, oh, dude, this hurts. Unless you have free well water, or a lot of plants, right? That like really hard water. You know, outside you can put your wastewater on it. It's a bit of a bummer. Hey, we got Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. What's up, Alex? What's going on, buddy? So that was a lot of work that I had to do on the on getting that bilge pump into that IBC tote, man. I felt like a wah when I went in there to put it in. It's like there's no way this ever fit for anyone in any IBC tote. I don't know who wrote that blog post, or all of those postings. You guys are wrong. Anyway, let's see if we have any more comments here. Got a comment from Anthony's Fishy Friends asking, what is the wastewater like? It's a TDS of about 500. It's really hard, like 450, 500, really hard stuff. This is well water. This is well water this is a deep well water actually that's fed by an aquifer. The water's pretty hard, but I've seen worse actually, far worse. Parts of California, certainly parts of New Mexico, Arizona, really hard stuff out there. Let's see what we have here. Absolutely, John Doe, no problem. As far as lights go, a lot to do is made of lights, 7,000K or 6,000K or 4,300K will kill everything. Not true. So much of lighting is suited to make things, nice to the human eye. I have grown fantastic plants under fluorescent lights, really cruddy shop lights, LEDs that were only suitable for lighting a wood shop kind of thing, I've had success with many different lights. Now, I will say that it is true, like a combination, like the high dollar lights, like metal halide, like a low intensity metal halide combined with 2 fluorescents on either side, which is common with some of the ADA lights. I think UNS does a few kind of knockoffs of it. Those grow plants really well. Yes, they do grow plants better, but I can actually get close. And so can you guys. If you experiment with some DIY lighting, some fluorescent lighting, that sort of thing, experiment, please. Experiment with that stuff. Be really surprised with what you can do. So we have a comment here from Jeff Chambers. Jeff says, do you not get your water from the place as Seattle? Isn't it already super soft? No, I'm on Whidbey Island, and Whidbey Island we have very hard water. I talked about it last stream. Basically a lot of sand. This island is all sand, a lot of stone, like limestone and stuff, and the rainwater falls and percolates through it and it gets really hard. So while just across the water, Seattle has super soft water, our water is like 250, 270 TDS, pH of 7.8 to 8.0, easy. So yeah, very different water. It's very strange. Oh no. Got a comment here from Recon. Recon says, the Java fern I put in my tank is starting to get the dreaded BBA on it, which I thought might happen. Any ideas other than peroxide, which hasn't worked so far? Wow. Peroxide should definitely knock out BBA, if it is in fact BBA. It could be another algae that resembles it, but Recon, you might want to get like a little insulin syringe or some kind of syringe like that, and just put straight up 2% hydrogen peroxide in it, just a touch, and turn off your filtration and put hydrogen peroxide, like put the needle down, like, you know, like if this is your plant and this is the infection point, really put the needle really close to it and gently depress the plunger. And you should see that BBA start bubbling like crazy, like immediately. Java fern is a very tough plant, and it can take hydrogen peroxide being injected all over it, no problem at all. So you might want to try that. You might want to try just straight up 2% hydrogen peroxide, load it into a small syringe, and then put it into the water and move, like I said, the needle really close to the point of infection and gently depress the plunger. You should knock that, oh, turn your filtration off, sorry. And you should knock that BBA out in no time flat. Hopefully, hopefully. Yeah, the comment from Anthony's Fishy Friends here saying, so the wastewater is like my tap. Yes, the wastewater is like southern, like western, oh gosh, I keep picking, I'm not picking on California, but man, a lot of California has some pretty, really hard water. Yeah, I bet so. And I had much that same water in South Texas when I lived there. We had incredibly hard water. It was just, man, it would tear your skin up. It was something else. Absolutely, Recon. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Sharon Miller with a question here. Are you going to ship fish or just sell from your store? Actually, I am going to begin by shipping fish and opening the store to people that come in the shop, you know, that want to come into the shop. By appointment only, absolutely. A la kind of, you know, as vis-a-vis, I guess I should say, what a lot of other businesses are doing right now with, you know, kind of, you know, by appointment only sort of thing. I hope that we keep making the progress that we're making in terms of, you know, the current pandemic. I think a lot of places have made a lot of progress. So absolutely going to be shipping and selling from the store, both. My goal, as I said, I think I said last time, really a major goal that I want to have is that I would like to not offer anything in the shop that I won't also offer online. And I think it makes sense to do that, you know, in this current climate. So before I get sidetracked again with digressions, let me, we're going to do a little bit of some unboxing stuff. Let me grab the camera. And I believe I have a handy dandy slasher. Actually, you know what? Let me move this up here. That's much better, guys. So I got this in. Let's see how best to breach this. I think it's best to do this. Hold on. Flip it over. Oh, wow. Yeah. Let me just slice into this real quick, guys. We'll show you guys what I have here. I'm actually not sure what this is. Yeah, it is what I thought it would be. I hoped it would be. These are fresh off the boat from China. These should be the 120s, I believe. 120 centimeter lights. Yep. Whoa, almost dropped it there. See, we have a classic rocker switch, 3-position. I got 4 of these guys in here. Should be. Excuse me, guys. All that smoke we had for like 2 weeks, man, it really jacked me up. I'm still kind of having problems, actually. All right, sweet. I'm gonna test this out after the live stream. I mean, stuff is rock solid, but this is a really killer 120 centimeter light. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Sorry. I need a cameraman, man. There we go, guys. That's what we have. I get these from a Chinese source that I've been dealing with for several months now, and they're excellent. I have had only a couple of problems out of many lights that I bought from them, and they immediately deploy replacements. Actually, you know what? Here's a total shout out to the guys. I actually lost one of them, one of those long lights that I have over, that I have sitting on top of all those aquariums. Several of the LEDs, 3 or 4 of them burned out. And I told them about the problem. And 6 days later, wait a minute, that's not true. It's about 8, maybe 9 days later, I had two, not one, 2 replacements in a box on my front doorstep with an apology in my email. So actually a really good source that I track down and I get these lights from, and they save me tons of money. This 120 centimeter light, let's see, I bought 4 of them. With shipping, let me think. With shipping, each one was $45 to my front door. No taxes or anything like that. It's just kind of figured in, so pretty nice. So we've got this, and let me show you guys what they are for. We'll slide out things. So, oh, by the way, I guess I should have said, you noticed that last time I had one 75-gallon aquarium, and that was it right there. We have a second one. I actually ordered 3, and I only got 1 because they got shorted one and they broke the other one. So that kind of made me sad. It made me sad face. But this is what these lights are for, guys. Well, I need to adjust it out. Hold on. Oh, 75-gallon lights. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the shaking. That's it. So as you can see, they are right off the bat very nicely sized for 75-gallon aquariums. In fact, it's a perfect fit. You'd be very, very hard pressed to find a full spectrum RGB light like that for that price anywhere else. So yes, a little bit of an inconvenience ordering them and waiting for them to come in, but man, quite the savings. So, pick this up here. So there are 1, 2, 3, yep, there are 4 in there. We'll be testing those out. Gosh. Be testing those out after the live stream. But we've got some more stuff to unbox and check out. Now, I definitely got shorted on a recent order, which is a bit of a bummer because these supply shortages are actually, it's getting a little old. And they're supply chain shortages in strange places, you know. Bit annoying. But let's continue with the unboxing. So here, I don't know what this is actually. Like I said, I was super busy. I didn't have a chance. Basically the truck showed up and it was crazy. I was super busy. There was only one guy. They had no lift. There was nothing. I had to jump up on the truck and drag off this aquarium and several pallets of stuff. So I didn't have a chance to check too terribly much. Oh, I know what this is. These are the big boys. These are the Aqueon Quiet Flow 75s for up to 90-gallon aquariums. Should have 4. Yep. So these are the guys that are gonna go on these big boys. I believe in overfiltration with my aquariums. Especially with you know, aquariums packed and, you know, really, really packed with plants. So that's what, I guess that's all that's in here. Yep. Awesome. Well, at least I got those. Man, this box got beat up. I hope got really crushed. I hope nothing's breakable in there. Because I ordered a bunch of breakable stuff. Jeez, what the heck? Jeez. Oh, it's the bottom. No wonder it's hard to open. Oh, no, it's not. Wow, okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of breakable stuff in here for sure. Got a bunch of gang valves. 2-to-1 gang valves, or 1-to-2, I should say. And good old Lee's specimen containers. Hey, everyone knows and loves these guys. Should have, I think, 8 of these and 3 or 4 of these, large ones. Yep, that's it. Yeah. Hope nothing was smashed, because it looked like it got worked over pretty good. Oh, I already know what this is. So I'll show you guys something. You know, I'm a big planted tank guy. I definitely love my plants, my aquascapes, my fish as well. I love it all, but I've never used this before, so I ordered some of it. It's very, very expensive. There's a major delay with fluval stratum right now. So I ordered, can't remember, 4 bags, 2 bags? Aqua Solum from Aqua Vitro. This is a black humate based aqua soil. This stuff is incredibly hard to find and very, very expensive. I read very, very good things about this planted tank substrate. But stuff, if you can find it, I mean, you're lucky to find it for under 35 bucks a bag. That's how pricey it is. It looks like I got 2 of them. Nice. Another update. Sorry, let me put my serial killing knife up. That thing is crazy sharp. I've cut myself with it so many times. Another update I can share with you guys. Just get a little sip of water here. Oh, pardon me, I'm parched. I'm positively parched. Another update is I crack these things out. I remember a good buddy of mine, very good buddy of mine, and a friend of the channel and a subscriber, asked me once during a live stream, and me and my utter inability to follow chat, totally missed him asking me to do this several times. So Cichlids23, forgive me, I'm making good on your request. You asked me to plug one of these things in to let you hear how loud it is. These are Gemco pumps. Well, I mean, they're not Gemco pumps. They're Nito Koki, which is to say, meadow blower. Same thing. Nito Koki makes the meadow blower. You asked me once, my dear friend, to plug one in and let you hear how it sounds. Well, I will do exactly that, but I warn you in advance. It is not a good representation of how quiet these things actually are when you have them connected to, something and blah, blah, blah. When they're wide open like this, they are loud. You ready, guys? Here we go. Now, of course, that is not at all what it's going to sound like when it's connected to hose and it's going into a manifold, and on the end of that manifold is a bleed valve, and after that bleed valve is a silencer. In fact, all those things that I just said to you, I'm going to show you now because I've installed not one, but 2 of them, and cursed a great deal in doing it. Here we go. Here's one manifold. So basically, one of those air pumps will be behind there, and it'll come up, and it'll attach right there. And then down that manifold are 20 different airline drops. And at the end of it, a handy dandy bleed valve with a diffuser silencer on the end of it. Courtesy of my good friend John over at Gemco.com. That's JEHMCO.com. Fantastic guy, wealth of knowledge. If you're looking for a linear piston air pump or any kind of manifolds or silencers, diffusers, anything like that, John over at Gemco will totally hook you up. So as you can see, I got these. These were not here before. These long, basically the racks ended here. This was the end. And this whole thing did not exist. So I cut them and I attached them and actually glued them nice and clean. Glued them and let them set for 12 hours and then set them with a diagonal spike. Not the prettiest, but very, very effective. And got the manifolds mounted. Obviously, we still have our lighting going on. So, I think actually a great deal of progress compared to last time. I'm not at all disappointed in the level of of progress. I'm certainly happy with the level of effort I put into it. It's been super busy, guys, and I've been dealing with. I didn't even get half of the order I placed. I mean, I don't want to go into it. It's everyone's having the problems right now, but you know, it's the glass shortage is still a bummer. It's still hitting everybody. I don't know what else to do other than just be ingenious. Let me make you guys a promise though. Next Friday is my next live stream, Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific, that's 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to pledge to have water and filtration in those aquariums. I'm going to do my best to have that ready and set up next Friday, that's 7 days from now. I've made a lot of progress. I'm feeling pretty good about that commitment. Now I have several 15-gallon aquariums on another rack to move in behind me. That probably will not make it, but anyway, guys, let me jump into chat and see what I missed. I'm kind of fading. I'm tired. We got a comment here from Jeff Chambers. Jeff Chambers asks, you thought of a store name yet? Yes, Redfish Bluefish. That's the name of the shop. It's that simple. We're going to keep it organic. We're going to keep it original. It is just going to be Redfish Bluefish. I think it says it all really because, you know, you got a 10-gallon aquarium, 30-gallon aquarium. You want this plant, you want that plant. You know, what do you want? You want redfish, you want bluefish. I guess. I don't know. Makes sense to me. Got a comment here from Danikin Aquatics. Danikin asks, do you need me to come up and help you, my friend? Oh, man. I tell you, I would have been hurting for some help, what was it, a couple of weekends ago, man, dragging stuff around here. Man, I got an 88-pound wife from Indonesia. she's not helping me move anything, dude. All I can say is, thank goodness for smooth lumber-made racks and smooth cement floors, because you can, you know, it's tough. You got to really put a lot of effort into it, but man, you can drag it. Anyway, I'm just kind of having fun, doing things at my own pace. I'm a bit of a weirdo when it comes to certain things. If certain things aren't just right, it really bothers me. So some things that people would zip through and just say, that's good enough, whatever, that's good enough, I really take my time on, because I know if I don't, I'll regret it, based off of just past history. So absolutely. I will take all the help I can get. If any of my fish fam friends want to come on up, even before we're even open, and just make a weekend of it and just come up and help, or just, give spiritual guidance in the temple of the fish, please, come on, guys. Come on. I'm a very welcoming guy. Danikin, Danikin has been up, and we had an absolute blast. Joe Clyde, I thought I saw Joe Clyde in here, or did I? Oh, hey, Joe Clyde. I'm going to give a shout out to a buddy of mine, a local buddy of mine, Joe Clyde in here. Welcome, Joe Clyde. Appreciate you coming by. Hey, Aquaballs, thanks for coming by, my friend. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm just going to keep the name simple and just, keep it like that. Actually, I did a little bit of a search, and I think there is, there's actually a shop in somewhere in Canada, and I think they are actually named Redfish Bluefish as well. I think I came across that. I don't think I'm imagining that. Hopefully that's not some kind of weird brain phantom that I just created for no reason. Anyway, guys. Yeah. One Dirty Platy just popped up there with a fantastic suggestion there. Yeah. Temple of the Fish would be neat. That could be nice. Although, man, I would really hate to, offend someone. Oh, Temple, you can't say that. No. People are weird these days, man. People are, on both sides of all fences, just looking to get offended at something. That's why I really stay away from politics and anything like that on my channel. No, that is just the kiss of death. Stay away from it. But I actually kicked around quite a few names going into this sort of thing, and I just got to stay true. I just want to keep it true and organic. Not that Temple of the Fish is not cool. There's so many possibilities out there, Let me just go through here and make sure that I have not missed anything. Dragon Lair with a comment. Same one that the co-op sells. I'm assuming that you mean the air pumps. Yeah, Cichlids23 with a comment here. Pretty sure I saw those at my local fish store 3 weeks ago for $50 a bag. Yeah, that Aqua Vitro Aqua Solum, those are the large bags. Not that they're very large, but yeah, that stuff, it is listed right now on Amazon for, I want to say $56 or $58 a bag. That's insane. That's crazy. I mean, no aqua soil is that good. Not even ADA costs that much. I was able to, because I wholesale, was able to procure a couple of bags of it to try out. I'm just shocked that people try to sell it for what they're selling it for. It's just, come on, guys. Little bit of greediness going on there with some of the pricing. Yes, Jeff Chambers, I am glad that you're offended by the word fish. You can't win. Yeah, absolutely, man. It is really hard to not offend people when so many people, not all of them, but it seems a few of them are just looking to get offended, man. Okay, bro, you be angry, you. Go on. I'm a monster, you're right. Enough of that. Yes, people are just offended, period. So, like the more offensive stuff that is definitely like, stay away from, your politics, your religion, no. I stay away from it. We've actually made a ton of progress. I got one more 75-gallon aquarium in here. I'm happy about that much. So I've got two 75s, two 40s, trio of 15s. I've got a few others that I can dedicate to plants. We're actually moving along quite nicely. I'm not terribly disappointed that those lights came in great shape. Those 120 centimeter lights, those RGB full spectrum lights, I'm happy I got those in. There's been some weirdness with international deliveries as well throughout this thing. So it looks like we have 34 people in here and we have 39 thumbs up. So that's awesome. But unfortunately, that means that I guess we lost some people during this live stream. Oh, well, you can't keep people are so busy and so many different streams going on. I know that I have had multiple streams going all at once, trying to code switch between them and keep up to date with everything that's going on. There's just so many channels, so many new YouTubers coming up that it's definitely a challenge. So guys, thank you so much for coming by. We are right at the hour, I think. I'm gonna go on ahead and call it. Oh yes, Cody-san with a comment there. Redfish Bluefish is a seafood restaurant in Florida and Victoria. Yeah. I did come across that on the internet as well. Yes, redfishbluefish.com is actually a little gift shop that's out in Cape Cod or somewhere out east. I want to say I think it is in Cape Cod somewhere. Yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of a popular little playful name, I suppose. We've got a question here from Cody Donovan. Cody asked, "Are you going to sell freshwater shrimp?" Yes, absolutely, I am. It is definitely not going to be my focus. Kind of like the Flip Aquatics, crew. It's not going to be my focus. However, I will definitely be carrying some shrimp and some exotic shrimp at that. You'll have to stay tuned to see what's in the pipe. Guys, I am going to go on ahead and end it here. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me this Friday night. Sorry for any kind of echo in here, some over ambiance, I should say. It's still largely empty. It's a little bit better than it was. If you enjoyed your time with me here and with all of the other awesome people here tonight, I would really appreciate it if you would consider liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. And if you subscribe, thank you so much. Please remember to hit that little bell button. That way you get notifications when I'm going live and a new video comes out, or we're doing a cool giveaway, some kind of contest like that. Guys, thanks so much for coming by and hanging out. Up next at 9:30, I see here in chat, 9:30 it looks like Pacific Standard, Anthony's Fishy Friends is coming up next. So if you haven't heard of Anthony's Fishy Friends, or you haven't subscribed to Anthony's Fishy Friends, maybe you consider giving a little type into the YouTube search bar and look up Anthony. He has a lot of fun there. He has a lot of people come on. So it's kind of an aquatics variety show, really, more than anything else. And they also pick a topic. It's very cool. I'll be there a little bit later tonight. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming by. My name is Jason. You've been watching Redfish Bluefish, and I hope you hang around for just a second longer so I can send you off with my little outro video, kind of send you off to a place of zen before we bid you adieu and see you next weekend. Take care, guys.